Hello, my friends. My name is Adam, and I'm on a quest to be the most prolific reviewer of all time. And today I'm going to review a lovely film uh, that's kind of been forgotten, but I hope it gets rediscovered because it stars the legendary Catherine O'Hara, and it's a Christopher Guest movie, so it has a lot of his kind of team because he has a bunch of actors who worked together again and again in the late 90s, early 2000s. If you're wondering who they are, like Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, Parker Poser, Harry Shearer, Michael McKean, Fred Willard, Larry Miller, Bob Balaban, Jennifer Coolidge, Jane Lynch, Ed Begley Jr., Michael Hitchcock, John Michael Higgins, and Jim Puddock, and Ricky Gervais actually is in this movie too, which is very weird, but more on him later. Um, the movie starts like all good movies should start with a great scene of Catherine O'Hara watching a great scene of Betty Davis in Jezebel. And if you don't know that movie, I did a review of it, and it's not my favorite Betty Davis movie, but it's certainly a very strong and powerful performance. She plays Regina, and I know that she pronounces it like Regina, but hey, it's an international name with many different pronunciations. Uh, yeah, she plays this woman who basically falls in love with this guy, and there's a scandal because she wears a red dress, and then he runs off, and then he's dying of some some disease, and he gets sent to a colony of people with that disease, and she's basically begging him. Well, actually, this happens before he gets the disease, but she's begging him to stay, and she is saying like, I'm your people, you know me, you love me, let's stay together, and it's one of the great scenes of cinema, and yeah, the fact that Catherine O'Hara's character is watching this scene says so much about it because for your consideration is all about this group of actors who never got a big shot, and they're making what is probably a very low budget movie, and it's being financed by this woman who doesn't know what she's doing, and it's being directed by this guy who doesn't know what he's doing, and it's written by these two guys who don't know what they're doing also. And the movie in the film is called uh, Home for Purim. And Purim, if you don't know, is a Jewish holiday, and I'm not Jewish, so I can't really tell you a lot about it, but basically it's a Jewish holiday. But the weird part about it is that uh, they are Southern, this family, so they have all of these Southern accents, and they're saying like really Jewish things. So I think this is kind of New York Jewish comedy, thinking it would be funny if there were a bunch of Jews in Alabama or whatever. But there probably are, and there probably are. They do celebrate Purim. But anyway, they're making this movie, and Catherine O'Hara plays the matriarch of the family, and she basically wants her daughter to come back for Purim because she thinks that she's dying. And as the movie goes on, like both the making of the movie in the film and the actual movie, there are some rumors. There's a rumor online that Catherine O'Hara's character will be nominated for an Oscar. And there's a great scene of Catherine O'Hara saying, like, it doesn't matter. She's driving by herself. Like, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. Like, the work is what I do it for. But you can see that she's really struggling. She's trying to convince herself that, you know, it's good enough even if she doesn't get nominated. And because there's rumors about her being nominated, then there's rumors about her co stars being nominated, like the woman playing her daughter and the woman playing her husband being nominated for uh, Oscars. And it kind of starts to go to their head, and it goes to the heads of the production company as well. And this is where Ricky Gervais comes in. So he plays the production company, and he's like, you know, this is a little bit too Jewish. Let's make it a less Jewish film. So basically, the best part about the film is this weird Jewish story about being in Alabama. They took that completely out, and they remade it as Home for Thanksgiving, a very generic title, of course. And Catherine O'Hara's character goes through this like massive plastic surgery because she thinks she's gonna have a big career when she gets nominated for, it's going to revive her career. And the guy playing her husband in the movie has his teeth capped, and he goes on like a show and basically like he goes on a show for young people, and it's so very cringe. It's like cringe comedy perfection. Although this is not generally a cringe I guess it does have aspects of cringe comedy towards the end of it. Yeah, and then the woman playing the daughter, she has this one show, this comedic show that she started out with, which was called, it's got some weird name. No Penis Intended. Yeah, No Penis Intended. So she goes on the show, she goes on like a shock jock show, and she thinks she's promoting the movie, and basically they're asking if she's had any like topless scenes or whatever, kind of like oh, what's his name, Howard Stern kind of vibe. So anyway, the nominations come out, and only one person in the film is nominated for an Oscar, and it's the one person who doesn't really care actually if he gets nominated. And like with a lot of Christopher Guest movies, you see the consequences after. So I think in this case it's 3 months after. So actually, they show the immediate aftermath because this kind of smarmy TV guy, kind of entertainment reporter, I think played by Willard Scott, he goes and he interviews each of the people, and you can see that there's various reactions. Like the young actress is trying to play it cool. The older guy actor is like, oh, oh, he's heartbroken, but he's trying to like, keep it inside. And then Catherine O'Hara's character is completely off the rails, completely drunk. And she's like, I didn't get nominated. And she's like very aggressively drunk. But anyway, three months later, which is really weird. Like, even if because I don't know, I'm not a Hollywood actor, obviously, but I think even if there are rumors that you were nominated for an Oscar, or that you were about to be nominated for an Oscar, even if you don't get the nomination, I think that helps your career, right? Like, I think these people would have work, especially, maybe, I mean, I don't know, like, especially the two older actors, because they had a career before that, right? Depends on how the movie actually was, but anyway, the older guy actor, he gets some infomercial work. The younger actress, she goes back to her uh, penis performance, or No Penis Implied, whatever that was called. She goes back to that, and Catherine O'Hara goes to uh, acting, becomes an acting teacher, and she has her class do the scene from the beginning from Jezebel, and like it's really weird how like it just shows you what a great actress Betty Davis was, and what a great actress Catherine O'Hara is, because the students do the scene, and it's like really, really bad. It's like the worst possible high school performance you could do of that scene. And then, the students are asking Catherine Harris' character, like, oh, what do you think about it? You know, why, what do you think about it? How did we do? And she's like, she doesn't say that they were bad, but then she does it again. And it's also bad. Like, don't get me wrong, it's also bad, but it's bad in a way that is very unique to the character Catherine O'Hara is playing. It's like this sort of like D level Hollywood acting bad, which is superior to the acting that's in this class, but it's definitely not equal to one of the best Hollywood actresses of all time, who's Bette Davis, in my opinion. You should watch Jezebel too. So, would I recommend this movie? Yes, 100 times, yes. I think that this is my favorite Christopher Guest movie of the ones I've watched recently. I watched Best in Show, A Mighty Wind, and this one. And I think that the the things that make it great are that it has a narrative framework which some of his other improvised comedies don't really have. Just a bunch of stuff happens and then the movie ends, and the stuff is really really funny. This is more like it's kind of a satire of Oscar baiting movies and Oscar baiting performances and a satire of Hollywood, and it's really really good. And I think unfortunately because it's a satire of Hollywood, Hollywood didn't put any, much marketing behind it, and it was one of Christopher Guest's least successful films financially, I believe. But all right, what do you think about this movie if you've seen it? For your consideration, leave your thoughts in the comments section. And if you want to support me, you can subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of March. And if you're listening on Spotify, please give me a follow. Thank you. Bye bye.